Every single thing is energy, frequency, vibration. Give me 10 seconds till I get off the road here. We're gonna go on a nice bike trail. We're gonna have a nice little conversation here. Energy is everything. For example, the way that I feel and think about myself simultaneously right now as I'm recording this video will help determine how good this video does. The way that I feel about myself while I'm sharing this message will determine how well this video does. A lot of people end up going through life having all of these desires right here on the tip of their tongue that they want to express and that they want to pursue. And 99% of these same people will talk themselves out of what they want to do. And this is because energetically, they are still living off of the same frequency that we have been taught to live off of. For example, going to school, getting your college degree, finding a job 9 to 5 with a 401k. A lot of people will live in this frequency. This is a frequency. This is a way of life that is spoon-fed to everyone. A lot of people will live in this frequency at the same time trying to pursue their true desires. Well, there's two things going on. One, there is your true self that is trying to warn you and let you know when you look at that YouTuber or when you look at that profession, that good feeling that you get, that little tingle inside, that is your God self, right? That is your conscious trying to let you know, hey, this is something that we like. This is something that you like. But again, going back to frequency, growing up, if you haven't mentally understood and, in a sense, let go of the old operating system, you'll have that good feeling on whatever you want to do, whatever you see, whatever you feel. You'll have this good feeling about it, but you'll try to think through how to achieve it with the old operating system. And this is why I wanted to make a video on this topic today, because a lot of us will go through life on this old operating system trying to pursue the life that we truly want. But again, everything is energy, everything is frequency. So just a few suggestions that I have for you would be to, if not daily, to the point where you literally can remotely move into your own space, try to seclude yourself and your thoughts instead of taking in everybody's advice, or before you share an idea or before you even put that idea into action, really think and daydream about how, not how you think, how you want it to look. A lot of times when we do this, we'll try to think in, we'll think left brain, right? We'll think, okay, I gotta have this much money because this is how much it costs. I need to do this, this, and that. When really, there's no one way to do anything. There's no one direction or one area to start. And this is why it's so important. We've been taught that there's so many different directions, we've been taught that there's only one way, right? Go to school, get this, go here, 401k, then you're dead. And not only us, but our adults, our parents are starting to realize this isn't really what I signed up for. So I would like to encourage you guys, if you're looking to do something in your life and it's not working out for you, I would like you to explore not the reasons why it isn't working out for you. Because if you try to fix something, then that's a vibration, that's an energy in itself, a fixing energy. But again, let's go back to that daydream. I want you to think best case scenario. And when we think, we're not trying to think about things that are intimidating or that are challenging, because again, our thoughts, we have God in us, our thoughts are gonna let us know, you know what, I wanna make $1 million this year. If I really wanted to accept that, my energy, my inner being will let me know if that's valid or not. Because the likelihood of somebody going from, let's say, $20,000 to $1 million in a year is very, I wouldn't say slim, but the chances of that would take a lot of alignment as far as energy, as far as belief. Because there's two things that need to be aligned, right? You have a desire. We all have desires, right? But what is keeping you from that desire is your belief of whether or not you can actually achieve that desire. For example, about the $1 million. Well, yeah, everyone has a desire for $1 million, but the reason why you don't have $1 million is because you don't believe that you can actually achieve, or that you truly don't believe that you can attain $1 million, especially within a year. Now, again, that's an energy, that's a vibration in itself. So if I'm walking around every day wanting to get $1 million, but I'm not really tapped in with myself, I'm not really saying, you know what, maybe 5 years I can get $1 million, maybe 10 years. Just thinking about that already, can I get $1 million in 1 year, or can I get $1 million in 10 years? If you put both of those thoughts in your mind, one thought's gonna feel better than the other. The thought that feels better is the thought that you wanna entertain, is the thought that you wanna keep expanding on, right? But we get so caught up in this old frequency about, oh, I have to go A, B, C, D, when really the alphabet is made up. There's no order, or there's no actual plan that someone has written down, hidden for the masses. Everything is about vibration. Everything's about alignment. A lot of times you'll find yourself going backwards in the direction that you want to go before you actually get to pursue what you want to pursue. So at the end of the day, when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to living the life that you genuinely want to live, it's about lining up with it energetically. It's about talking to yourself about whatever it is that you want. It's about talking to yourself in a way that it's about making yourself believe it in whatever way feels right. Whether that means I do go to school and do get a 9 to 5 and do it this way. Okay, you know what? That doesn't feel right. Let me think deeper. What truly resonates with me when it comes to how I want to go about my life, how I want to go about my adventure? Because it's particular to everybody. So for us to pigeonhole and say, hey, you got to do this, you got to work this many hours, you got to get promoted here, these are the best companies, the stocks, that's not the only way. And the world is finding that out today, right now, as we speak, especially since 2020. So whatever it is you're trying to do right now, first thing I want you to do is to believe in yourself and believe in whatever it is that you see that is truly meant for you, because you wouldn't be feeling the way that you feel. You would not be feeling the way that you feel if that thing didn't resonate with you. You have that feeling for a reason. And when you trust your intuition, when you trust your gut, when you trust your heart, when you trust your inner being, your connection to God, light, love, you may follow that for maybe the first couple of days, and you may, I don't know if this is the right way. Well, don't think about it. How does it feel? Do you feel like this is exciting? Do you feel like you're loosening up areas that you once thought in your life, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve my dreams anymore? Because you having that belief right there in itself is just a misunderstanding on what you're looking at, on the way that you're looking at it. You can do and achieve any and everything that you want to have in this world, but energy is everything. The way that you feel, energy is everything, is going to determine whether or not, how soon, how long you have it for. I moved into here August last year, 2021. And I've only told one person this. It doesn't really matter who I've told, but upon living here, I came to this apartment complex, I'd say about 6 weeks or so, in between 4 to 6 weeks. And I wouldn't do it every day, but I would do it at least 3 to 4 times a week before I would go to the gym. The only reason why I sat here just for about 10, 15 minutes was because I wanted to, and again, this is your world. And this is my world, and this is how I did it. I wanted to release my energy here. I wanted to sit around here, and I wanted to get familiar, and I wanted to feel out the vibe over here. It's a beautiful vibe. It's a beautiful vibe over here. So I knew it resonated with me already. So for some reason, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna come over here for a couple days out of the week, or for a couple minutes out of my day before I go to the gym. And I'm just gonna sit here and listen to good music and raise my vibration while I'm here. And then a couple weeks passed, and I was like, you know what? And again, this was my inner being. This was my heart. This was my soul letting me know, hey, it's time to do this. That's a hawk somewhere. They said, oh, why don't you pick the building out? I kid you not. I picked building number 3 just because I like the 3 number. 3 is a creative number. So I picked building number 3. And I think within the next, I stopped coming at that point because for whatever reason, my inner being was like, okay, that's enough. I think I came one day to sit here before the gym, and I was like, okay, today might be my last day. This was fun though. This was what it was. Literally 333. So a couple weeks later, I just got a notification, 333. A couple weeks later, I got an email that there were 2 units available. Call to action, hit them up. Within the next week, I was living here. And not only in this apartment complex that I was sitting in and waiting, but the same building. And I think there's 4 buildings in total. So it's a 25% chance. So I wanted to share that with you as a testament, because I know this is true. I came over here because it resonated with me. I followed my intuition. I didn't do anything special. I just came over here and thought good thoughts, listened to good music. But what was happening was we were creating a frequency. We were creating a frequency that matched the frequency of me living here. And the way that I did that was coming here, just vibing out, just as I'm doing right now. Like less is more. So before we carry on this video any longer, it is my desire to inspire you to let go of everybody's beliefs on how to live life, and to let go of the limits that not only society and people have put on you, but that you have put on yourself. This grows by itself. Now, I know I've used nature many times. All this out here is accrued by itself. The trees grow by itself. No one comes out here and waters this. No one comes out here and plants anything. Everything is self-sustained. We are no different from this. And when we tap into our natural God-given energy, we are the same way, except we're sentient. We're mindful about it. We're conscious about it. Everything is sentient out here, but the difference between, at least as far as we know, the difference between nature, animals, and human beings, we are all sentient, but humans are conscious about what they want to do, about where they want to go, about how they're feeling. They're conscious about their feelings. And there also is, research that trees, and I'm sure animals are the same way, but as far as creating their own reality, right? Everything that man has made was made where first? In the mind. So let go of everything and Do what feels good. Anything that you want to do that you feel like you can't do, there's an inconsistency. There's something within that belief that isn't serving you. Sit down, get into nature. This is a frequency. You'll pick up this frequency, and whatever it is that you want to do that you don't believe you can do, all that means is there's something that you're not understanding, because the way that you feel about it in your heart is the green light. And the reason why it doesn't feel that good is because you're still operating off of that old belief system. Let go of all that bullshit. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. Say it with me. It's our time. Love and light to all, and to all love and light. I'll see you tomorrow. Forever out.